Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wallerdog Gaming channel. How you doing? Well, I took out my T15 lightweight tier 9 tank and tried something different. Normally I just go on this first ridge of bushes. I'm like, why don't I see if I can't get in a bush a little closer to the enemy, because we kind of all meet right here. And so that's what I did. In retrospect, I could have hidden the tank a little bit better, but once I got in and was spotting people, I was afraid to move. But I still think I probably should have rearranged where I sat a little bit better. You'll see why later on in the video. Now this video is not very exciting. It took me a lot of restraint not to shoot while I was set up in this position, because as you'll see, I get shots, possible shots at a lot of tanks. But right now, I am providing intel for my entire team, and they're taking advantage of it, as you can see by the assisted damage. It's only 232 assisted damage. You say, well, what's 232 assisted damage? Well, it's early. There, now we're up to 1,000. And I'm trying to keep pointed at the closest adversary in case they would spot me. That way I can at least get a shot off before I take off and run, just in case. And as you can see, we are already up to 2,000 assisted damage. That means we're spotting the enemy before anybody else and giving shots on for our team at the enemy. Now mind you, it's only 1-to-1. So you're thinking, well, that's not doing a lot of good, is it? Note to self, repeatedly, when recording a video, mute the mic so you can't hear myself talking to the Mrs. W in the background while I'm recording this on my computer. What a knucklehead! Oh, okay, actually, what a rock! If you're wondering what I'm talking about in the background, so I have a huge garbage bag full of Belgian beer bottles. As a matter of fact, I finished my last Belgian beer last weekend, so it's time to make a trip to Belgium. And these bottles all have deposits, so I'm taking this huge garbage bag, a couple of crates of beer bottles, to the supermarkets in the town we're going to visit this next weekend, Tongeren. And just like Germany, you turn in a case of beer bottles, you get a deposit back, which means when you buy the case of beer bottles to replace those, you're saving a buttload of money. And most of these bottles I actually got from a friend of mine who went back to the States. He's like, hey, I don't have time to go to Belgium. You want these beer bottles? So I've had these beer bottles for a couple of years now, and they will probably fill the trunk, and I will probably fill the trunk with full beer bottles before we come back from Belgium. And if you go to Belgium and you get beer, the best place to go, unless you're only going for a bottle or two, then okay, you can go to the specialty stores that quote-unquote sell 1,000 different types of Belgian beers. But if you live in Europe, the best place to go are the supermarkets, because you'll get your best price, and like I say, you can turn in bottles that you've used and get a refund on those, and it just is great. Look at that, 4,000 assisted damage right now. I don't think I've ever done that well. It just, yeah, really a good spot. Now, I think if you have a slower tank, it may not work, because I think I may have been spotted coming to the bush had I had a slower tank. So I think in this particular instance, it just worked out well. And with this type of encounter battle, where it's flag for flag, Yeah, I plan on picking up a bunch of Belgian beer this weekend. They got my favorites. The cherry beer I get from Belgium. There's a McKellar Milk Stout. There's a peach beer. The Chimay Grand Reserve. What other ones? Trappist Rochefort 10, I believe it is. The Paidu. So it's like 6 or 7 different kinds of beer that I'm going to pick up while I'm up there. And hopefully enough quantity that I don't have to go up again for a year or two. Yeah, over 5,000 assisted damage. It's all because I'm out in front of everybody else in this bush. Now, if you know, you know that if I would have made one shot, I would have been spotted and killed almost instantly. Now, here's the case again. Tank's getting close. Am I going to get spotted? Now, if I would have adjusted my tank, it's obviously spotted me. I'm like, nope, shoot and go. And if I would have adjusted my tank a little bit, I might have been able to remain unspotted there. But, you know, hindsight's 100%, right? Now I'm just getting plastered. You see what I'm saying? Once you're spotted, if I would have made a shot from that bush earlier on, look at the results. I got like, what, 3 hit points? Artillery breathes on me, I'm done. I am so out of there. When I look at the assisted damage, I'm like, holy cow, I don't think I've ever gotten that high of assisted damage before. So that was just freaking awesome. I'm just happy with that kind of a number. As you can see, I got no damage on enemy tanks, 300 block, but 5937 assisted damage in this match. And this is a tier 10 match. And now I'm just kind of hiding. I don't want to die. I can get more points if I'm alive as opposed to being dead. I do see though that they've only got 3 tanks left and we've got quite a few, so I figure, okay, maybe if I get in I can assist and get a shot on something before it gets killed. So I just proceed to head towards where I think the enemy might be. And so before this ends, which is now, I also finished the second campaign's Light Tank 15 mission with honors with this match.